Wonderful. Hi, welcome. This is Lara to OM3 Yoga, and this is our Thursday afternoon session. And we have people joining us in person and online. So, welcome as you arrive here. And let's just take a moment and we're going to find a comfortable seat. And you can bring your hands onto your knees and maybe roll your shoulders back, let your eyes close. If you need to do a different position for your body, such as stretch your legs out or do something completely different, that's fine. Take care and listen to you. And as we move through our entire practice today, please make sure you're taking care of your body. And again, if something doesn't feel safe or doesn't feel right, allow yourself to shift and do something that feels a little bit better. So let's take a big, deep breath into your belly, feeling your belly expand on the inhale. And then exhale, letting go. Beautiful. We're going to take a little bit deeper breath if you can, and maybe even see if you can feel the rib cage and chest expand as well as the belly. Fuller, deeper breath. Take more breath in than you think you can. Maybe a little bit more. And then exhale, letting go. Let's do one more deep breath in. Beautiful. And exhale, releasing. Let's bring your hands together at your heart center. And just taking a moment to tune into you, to thank you for taking this time out for you today. Giving yourself permission to just be. And then taking a moment to connect with an intention or something you'd like to focus on for your practice today. So perhaps it's just about being present. Maybe it's focusing on your breath. Maybe you have something going on with your hand or your foot, whatever. And you want to just give a little bit of nurturing and tending to that. Let's take one more big deep inhale. And exhale, letting go. Beautiful. Let's slowly start to bring your hands onto your knees again. And we're going to roll the shoulders back and inhale, press your chest forward, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. You can open your eyes. You don't have to. Just take your head up. And then we're going to exhale, draw your chin to your chest, rounding through the back. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back. Let's lift the chest up, look up. Beautiful. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. Once again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, let's find a neutral place. We're going to uncross your legs here if they're crisscrossed. And we're going to bring your left hand in between your legs. Your right hand behind you will turn and twist. Maybe looking over your right shoulder. That feels okay. Or just take your eyeballs out to the right corner of the eye. 2 and 1. We're going to gently unwind and let's twist to the other side. Beautiful. Rolling the shoulders back. Maybe taking the eyeballs, looking out over the left shoulder. 2 and 1. We're going to gently release from here. Let's bring your hands behind you. You're going to bend your knees and we're going to drop your knees over to the right. Inhale, coming up, and we'll bring your knees over to the left. Inhale, up and over to the right. Beautiful. And again, over to the left. And let's do that one more time from side to side. Over to the right. Beautiful. And then over to the left. Fantastic. We're going to come to a neutral place. I'm going to just turn my body a little bit. We're going to reach your arms high. Let's keep the knees bent to begin. We're going to lower the hands down, chin to the chest. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to lift the arms back up. Now you're going to see if you can roll your shoulders back. You're going to bring your fingertips behind you, pointing the fingertips away from you. Your palms are towards your body. You're going to roll the shoulders back. Let's lift the chest up and look up. Maybe extend your chin towards the ceiling. Like a big stretch in that upper back. Let's inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. We're going to slowly find a neutral place. Crisscross your legs if you can. We're going to bring your hands down, finding tabletop shape. So let's move through a few cat-cows from here. We'll inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's round to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, let's round to the spine, chin to the chest. One more time, inhaling and exhale. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, finding a neutral spine. Let's sink your hips towards your heels for child shape. And today, let's bring one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead on the back of the hands. Now, you can adjust your knees and your feet and just to let your body kind of move in a way that feels good for you. And then taking a moment to just say thank you to yourself again for taking this time out for you, offering yourself some attention, some self-care. It's such a gift. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now we're going to bring your hands back in front of you. Let's slowly glide back up to tabletop, and we're going to come lay on your belly. We're going to bring your hands one on top of the other again. Doesn't matter which palm's on top. Do what feels good. You can rest your chin down or your forehead down. We're going to bend the legs, flexing the feet. Let's drop your feet over to the right. And then we're going to slowly come bring your feet over to the left. And feet over to the right. And feet over to the left. And one more time to the right. And one more time to the left. Beautiful. We're going to gently release. We're going to lower those feet down. Let's slide your elbows now under the shoulders so you're in Sphinx shape. Your forearms are parallel to one another. Take a moment and roll those shoulder blades back, pressing down through the forearms and hands, maybe pressing the pelvis down, feeling the glutes engaged, drawing your belly to the spine. Let's work with your neck a little bit from here. So let's gently bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, we're going to lift the head up, look up. Chin back to the chest. Inhale, lift the head up and look up. And one more time, chin to the chest. Let's lift the head up and look up. You're going to bring your head to neutral. Pressing through the hands, we're going to straighten the arms. Now, as you're here, feel your shoulder blades drop down, and then maybe imagine your rib cage pulling through a little bit. You can press your pelvis and press through the tops of the feet, feeling the legs engage. 2 and 1. We're going to bring the elbows out to the side. Sliding the hands under the shoulders, we'll draw the belly to the spine. Inhale, tabletop. And then we're going to bring your hips to your heels again, child shape. Feeling the spine lengthen. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to come back to tabletop. Let's slowly bring your right foot forward and left foot forward. We're going to come to a standing forward fold. My recommendation is for you to first start with your knees pretty bent so belly and thighs can meet. You can keep your hands on the ground, or maybe you want to interlace your hands behind your back to help stretch out the shoulders. Oh, let that feel good. Maybe shake your head and neck out, yes and no. And just notice where you're feeling sensation. I did a little bit of weightlifting before our session today, just for 10 minutes, and I feel my shoulders right now. So it's always nice to stretch out again. 2 and 1. Let's gently release the hands down. We're going to press through the feet. We'll inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, we'll bring your hands to your heart center. Let your eyes close, feel your feet on the ground. Taking a moment to take a deep breath. Allow yourself to root and ground, bringing in a sense of connection. Even if you're feeling a little bit disconnected or wobbly or tired, can you bring in this sense of grounding and feeling connected to yourself just for a moment? Let's release the hands. We're going to inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, we'll gently bend the knees. You're going to hinge from your hips, folding forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, we'll slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lowering your hands down. You're going to keep your right foot between your hands. Let's step your left leg back into a lunge. So high lunge, knees off the mat to begin. 2 And 1. Now let's drop that left knee down. We're going to inhale, look up at the ceiling. Feel the shoulder blades pull back. Beautiful. Now you can stay right here if this feels good, or if you want to, maybe inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Fantastic. 2 and 1. Let's exhale. You're going to lower your hands down. We're going to lift that left knee off the mat. We're going to step your right leg back to meet the left, finding a plank pose. Holding plank here for a moment. Maybe try to bring your shoulders over your fingertips, feel your core engage. 2 and 1. Now you can keep your legs straight, or you can always drop your knees down. We're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Releasing the feet, let's bring your arms alongside your body, palms face up. We'll inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, and maybe today lift your feet up as well. You can try to bring your big toes together. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly lower down. Hands under the shoulders. Let's inhale, draw the belly to the spine, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Feel your spine lengthen. 2 and 1. Now you can stay in child's pose if this is a good place for you to be, or maybe curl your toes under, start to lift your hips high for downward dog. If you're coming to downward dog, you might want to walk the legs out right and left a little bit. Feeling the calf muscles stretch. 2 and 1. Let's gaze between the thumbs. We're going to come onto your tippy toes today, and you're going to tippy toe your feet all the way towards the front of the mat, lowering your heels down when you arrive, folding forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold forward again. Beautiful. Inhale, coming to stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause. Notice how your body's feeling. Let's release the hands. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, we'll swan dive and fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, we'll slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lowering your hands down. We're going to step your right leg back into a lunge. Beautiful. Just holding that high lunge for a moment. 2 and 1. Now let's drop down to the knee and sink your hips towards your front heel. Feeling that sensation. Beautiful. Now you can stay right here, or if it would feel good, maybe inhale, reach those arms high. Beautiful. Feel your shoulders drop away from the ears. 2 and 1. Let's exhale. We're going to lower your hands back down. Lift the back knee off the mat. We're going to step the feet back, plank. Let's hold plank for a moment. Roll the shoulders back. 2 and 1. Let's come all the way back down to the belly again. Releasing the feet. Let's interlace your hands behind your back. Now you're going to keep your thumbs, if you can, in your tailbone for this first one. We're going to lift the elbows up, try to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press your thumbs into your tailbone, and then inhale, lift the chest up. If you want, you can also lift those feet up as well. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower down. Beautiful. We're going to add on this time, so you can, again, keep your hands where they are, or if you want to straighten the arms out, if that would feel good for your shoulders, do that. And then we'll inhale, lift the chest up again, and maybe the feet up. 3, 2, and 1. We'll lower down. Beautiful. Hands under the shoulders, belly's going to draw to the spine. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhaling and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale, let's lift up and find downward dog when you're ready. Again, if you want to walk your legs out a little bit, feel free to walk them out, or maybe you want to find a steady shape. Maybe your knees are bent and your tailbone's lifting really high to help stretch your upper back. Explore what feels good for you. 2 and 1. Let's gaze between the thumbs. We're going to walk your feet as many steps as you need to the front of the mat. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause. Let's gently release the hands down. We're going to inhale, bring your right hand to your right shoulder. Left hand's going to go to that right elbow, and you're going to try to reach your right elbow up as high as you can. Feeling that tricep stretch. Now you can stay here, or if you choose, you can also lean over to the left. So you feel that big stretch on the right side of the body. 2 and 1. We're gonna inhale, come up. Let's release the left hand down and the right hand down and just relax the shoulder a little bit. Let's try the other side. So left hand to the left shoulder, right hand to the elbow. We'll lift up, breathing. And now maybe leaning over to the right so you feel that big stretch to the left side of the body. Just keep breathing and exploring. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, come up. Gently release your right hand down and your left hand down. Let's take the feet a little bit wider for this next one. Hands under the hips. You're going to bend the knees and then take your tailbone back to begin. We'll roll the shoulders back, and you're going to lift your heart up. Now you can stay right here. Squeeze the glutes and maybe press the hips forward and leaning back a little bit further. So listen what's appropriate for your body today. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees. You're going to hinge from your hips and fold forward. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, letting go. Let's inhale onto the tippy toes. Bring your hands a little bit in front of your feet to help you stay balanced. And then maybe sinking your hips down, lift your head up. So you're in a low squat for a moment. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now we're going to inhale, lift your hips high, lowering your heels back down. It's fine if the legs are slightly bent. You're going to keep the left hand under the shoulder. Let's inhale, right arm to the sky. Opening up, feeling your shoulders stack. Maybe feel your head lean back a little bit further. 2, beautiful. And 1, we're going to exhale, lower down. Let's try the other side. So right hand in front of that right foot, left arm to the sky. Fantastic. 2 and 1. Let's exhale, left hand down. We'll heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. Right foot will stay forward. Let's come on the ball, the back left foot. We're going to press through the left foot and inhale. Reach your arms up high to the sky. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Let's exhale. Lower your hands down. You're going to keep your left hand under the shoulder. You can stand on fingertips or palm. You can always drop that left knee down. And we're going to reach your right arm to the sky and twist. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now we're going to slowly bring that right hand down. You're going to take your left foot from here. You're going to step it up just a little bit so you can lower your heel down towards the ground. So both feet are flat on the ground, coming onto those fingertips so you can bring your right or your hands on your right leg. Let's try to straighten that right leg. Maybe you're going to bring your torso parallel to the ground, or you might be folding a little bit deeper in. What feels better for your body today? Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring your hands down. Let's step the feet back, downward dog. This time, let's inhale, finding a plank shape. We're going to drop down to the knees, release the feet, hips to the heels for child shape. Now pressing through the tops of the feet, knees, let's inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. You can bring your hands onto your hips, roll the shoulders back and lean back just a little bit, or maybe you're going to curl your toes under and try to reach your hands for your heels. Doesn't matter what you decide to do, feeling a stretch in your body. Let's take a big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, let's reach your arms high. Exhale, hands down, tabletop. We're going to curl the toes under, hips high, downward dog. Inhale and exhaling. Beautiful. Inhale, let's step your left foot forward. Right foot to meet it, we'll fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway, bless you. Exhale, folding forward. Bless you, bless you. Inhale, lifting all the way up. If you need tissues, let me know. I will bring them to you. If you are online, I will mail you some. Inhale, let's lift all the way back up. We're going to exhale, slowly folding forward, hinging from your hips. Let's step your right leg back this time. We'll stay on the ball of the foot. If you need to drop down to the knee, listen to your body. Pressing through the feet, we'll inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. Beautiful. Feel your shoulders move away from the ears. What else can you feel different in your body? Maybe feel your rib cage pull back. 2 and 1. We're going to exhale, lower the hands down. Keeping that right hand under the shoulder, fingertips or hand flat, left arm to the sky, twist. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. We're going to gently lower the hand down. We're going to take that right foot, you're going to step it up so you can get your heel down. And then perhaps trying to straighten that left leg. Maybe your hands are on that leg to make that easier and your torso is parallel to the ground. Maybe you're folding in a little bit more. So listen, what feels good for your body right here, right now, in this moment. Not what you did yesterday, not what you did last week, right now. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your hands flat. Let's step your feet back, downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to come forward to plank. We're going to drop down to the knees, child shape. Beautiful. Let's press to the tops of the feet and knees. Inhale, reach those arms high again. Exhale, we're going to curl the toes under, hands onto the hips, roll the shoulders back, maybe lean back. Feel the glutes engaged to protect your lower back. 2. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Lifting back up. Exhale, we'll lower your hands down. Let's curl the toes under, downward dog. Fantastic. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Gazing between the thumbs. We're going to slowly step your feet forward to the front of the mat. Did we do anything different? Liz, no? I don't think we did. You would normally remember. Come fold forward. I know you do. And now that's what I appreciate. Young minds in here. Folding forward. All right, we're going to bend the knees, press through the feet. Utkatasana, chair pose. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now I'm going to mirror this version for you. So you're going to bring your hands to your heart from here, stepping your left leg back, right leg forward. We're going to inhale, reach your arms high, warrior A. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Let's reach your head forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, we're going to reach all the way up. Now you're going to open up to warrior B. Beautiful. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. 2 and 1. Now we're going to straighten the legs, feet parallel. Exhale, let's come take a wide-legged forward fold. Letting your head be heavy, maybe grabbing onto the sides of the legs. If you want to bend and straighten your legs a little bit or move any energy around that feels stuck, feel free to listen to your body. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Now we're going to press through the feet. Let's inhale. You're going to come all the way back up. We're going to turn your right toes forward back to warrior B. Beautiful. Let's inhale, reach and lengthen it back. Exhale, we're going to bring your forearm on your thigh, sweeping that left arm overhead, really big stretch. Press to the outside edge of that back left foot. 2 and 1. You're going to sweep your arm back. We're going to inhale back to warrior B. Let's come on the ball of the back foot, hands to the heart center. We're going to reach your head forward, lifting that right leg off the mat. I'm sorry, your left leg off the mat. 2 and 1. You're going to bring your feet together. Beautiful. From here, you're going to keep your left foot down, and we're going to lift your right leg up and coming to a tree pose. If you can, maybe bringing that foot to the inner or outer calf or thigh. I'm going to just turn so you can see. Those of you who were confused, you can also do something like this or like that. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring your hands to your heart center. Release your feet down. Beautiful. In between here, let's reach your arms high. Exhale, we're going to slowly fold forward. Now you can stay in a forward fold if your body wants to. If you want to move into a downward dog, maybe stretch your body back to downward dog. If you want to come to do the inhale, the plank, and lowering down for up dog, feel free to do that. So what does your body need? Maybe you're in child's pose. Let's meet and folding forward again. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly start to bring your feet to the front of the mat if you're not there already. folding forward. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now let's press through the feet. We're going to inhale, reach your arms high, Utkatasana. 2 and 1. Let's bring your hands to your heart center. You're going to step your right leg back this time. Inhale the arms high, warrior A. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Let's open to warrior B. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, finding that sensation in your body. 2 and 1. We're going to straighten the legs, feet parallel, arms high. Let's interlace your hands behind your back here. Roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, and hinging from your hips as you fold forward. Maybe reaching the head down towards the ground. Maybe imagining your hands are touching the ground. Maybe you're like, I don't really like this for my shoulders. Then do something else. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend in the knees, press to the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach those arms wide. We're going to come back to warrior B, the left side. Inhale, we'll reach and lengthen back. So nice. Exhale, you're going to bring your forearm on your thigh, sweeping that right arm overhead, really pressing through the outside edge of that back right foot. Find something new, maybe rotating your torso towards the ceiling a little bit more. Tailbone towards that back heel. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to come back up to warrior B. You're going to come glide onto the ball of the back foot, hands to the heart center. Let's bring your head forward, pressing. You're going to lift the right leg off the mat. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bring your right foot down now and left foot up for tree pose. So maybe making that kickstand, you can lift your foot up to where it makes sense for your body. Breathing, perhaps reaching your arms up. Arms are wide. What feels good? Play with it. Find your focus, find your gaze. 2 and 1. We're going to bring your hands to the heart, feet down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hinging from the hips, folding forward. Let's all step back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, finding a plank, lowering down to the belly. Releasing the feet. Roll the shoulders back, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to child's pose or downward dog. We're going to take 5 breaths wherever you are. Feeling your body soften, letting yourself release and let go. Noticing as you tune within. 2 and 1. You're doing such a fantastic job. We're going to do one more little standing sequence and then we will be on the ground. If your body needs to rest and lay down and take a break during this part, do that. Listen what feels good for you. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale. We'll come to tabletop. And we're going to slowly bring your hands towards your feet and we'll come all the way up to standing. You're going to end up in a wide-legged position on your mat, however you choose to get there, any direction you choose to face. All right, so let's start by reaching the arms wide. We're going to turn your toes out, heels in. Let's come down to a low squat. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, lift up. You're going to keep your right toes forward, left foot's going to turn in a little bit. We're going to move into triangle pose. So inhaling your right arm forward, you're going to lower your right hand down, left arm to the sky. Feeling your head lean back, feeling your tailbone reach towards your back left heel. Can you find something else in your body? If you're wanting a little bit more of a challenge, maybe start to interlace your hands behind your back today, lifting up, feeling the core engage a little bit differently. Find something new. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come up, and bring your feet parallel. Beautiful. Let's try this on the other side. So you're readjusting your feet. We're going to inhale, reach your arms wide, reaching your left hand forward, left hand down, right arm to the sky. Feeling your head lean back, feeling your tailbone reach towards your back heel. Maybe interlacing those hands behind the back if that felt good. What does your body need? 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to slowly come up. All right, so I'm going to turn here. I want you to, well, let's stay as you are. You're going to come face your right foot. you're going to bring your left foot up into the left a little bit. We're going to twist from here. So you're going to take your left arm forward and your right arm back. Now, you might stay right here, and this is fine for this. You could also bring your hands to your heart center. I'm just going to turn as we do this, and you're going to try to bring your opposite elbow towards your knee. Beautiful. And we're going to lift back up. All right, so you're going to exhale, elbow towards your knee, and lift back up. Let's do that one more time. Twist, and back up. Fun. All right, let's come up. You'll step your feet together. We're going to do this on the other side. So I'll turn. So you're going to take your left foot forward now, right leg back. Let's start by reaching that right arm forward, left arm back, awkward twist. You can stay here for this whole thing. Or bring your hands to your heart. You're going to lean down and lift back up. And leaning in and back up. Beautiful. One more time. And back up. Beautiful. Let's step your feet together at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach those arms high. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands down, downward dog. Inhale, let's find plank. We're going to slowly lower all the way down to the belly again. Releasing the feet, you can find a cobra, you can rest your body, maybe up dog variation, what feels good. 2 and 1. Child's pose or downward facing dog. Let your body rest. Breathing. 2 and 1. Beautiful. We're going to inhale. We're going to slowly come press to the tops of the feet. Knees will reach your arms high. We're going to bring your hands to your heart center. Curl your toes under. Sinking your hips towards your heels. Do the best that you can here. You might need to bring your hands down. We're going to lift the knees up. And try to come to a seat and stretch your legs out as gracefully as possible. Beautiful. And I'm sure there might be some laughs happening and rolling online. So whatever is happening, good for you. All right, let's move your fleshy part from your sitting bones. We're going to take a slight bend into the knees, reach those arms high, wiggle a little bit from side to side, making more space, and bringing your hands onto your feet, chin to the chest. Let your shoulders soften. Notice your breath. If you want to stretch your legs out more, please stretch your legs out a little bit more. Keep breathing. Softening, releasing, letting go. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale and we're going to slowly, slowly start to come up. Today, let's take your right foot. You're going to grab hold of your foot and you're going to open up your hip a little bit from here. A little bit of swinging happening. 2 and 1. Now we're going to do a seated pigeon variation. So you're going to bring your right foot, if you can, over your left knee or thigh. You're not really no pressure on that knee. You can stay right here. This is perfect. You can also bring your hands behind your back and maybe try to bend that left leg. You might stay right here. One other option is to slide your hips a little bit closer towards your heel and maybe pressing your chest towards that right shin. Flexing through the right foot, maybe feeling the right knee move away from the shoulder. You can also bring your head in. You might feel a little bit more. You can move your jaw. Some of you might be like, what do you mean I need to feel a little bit more? I feel a lot already. 2 and 1. We're going to gently stretch that out and release. Let's reach your arms high. We're going to exhale. Bring your hands behind you. If you want, you can bend your knees, press to the feet, maybe roll the shoulders back, and perhaps lift the hips up for reverse table. Exhale. We're going to lower your hips back down. We're going to stretch your right leg forward this time, and we'll grab your left foot and open up your hip a little bit more. So letting that just swing open as it makes sense for you. And if there's something else that you're doing, beautiful, taking care of your body. 2 and 1. We're going to bring your foot over that right thigh. Hands behind your back. So again, you're fine to stay here. If you want, you can bend, maybe sliding those hips a little bit further up. You can also coming to fold in. This side feels completely different than the other side did for me. Notice what your experience is and not judge it. Just be like, hello, hip, or hello, whatever's going on today, and just breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently, gently slide those hips back. Let's stretch the legs forward. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's try to reach for your toes. Inhale, you're going to come right back up. Let's bring your hands behind you. We're going to bend the knees, press through the feet, lift those hips up. 2 and 1. We're going to exhale, lower those hips back down. Fantastic. From here, let's gently take the soles of your feet together, knees apart. We're going to grab onto your ankles, and you can let your knees flap up and down a little bit. So many years ago, I lived in India and I studied, and I'll never forget the teacher that I studied with there. He'd always tell me to do this while I was watching TV at night, to flap my knees up and down. He said, the more you flap, the more your knees will go down. And eventually you'll go all the way down to the ground. And especially the higher you go. So if you notice and start to go a little bit higher, notice how it can go further. I'm watching that happen here. Or use your mind's eye, imagine. 2 and 1. Okay, we're going to grab onto the ankles. We'll roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up, maybe looking up. See if you can keep this integrity in the spine as you pull your heart towards your feet and letting yourself fold down to where it makes sense for you. You can also open your feet like a book. Sometimes feels good to help feel your knees open. Nope. You can also, we were doing this earlier this morning, is sliding your hands under your legs and kind of pulling yourself in. Does that feel better for your back? Okay. Yeah, sometimes that was feeling better for backs this morning. So just something different if you want to try. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And from this place, everyone's going to bring their feet behind their head. I'm just kidding. Okay, come all the way up. Let's come lift up. We're going to, again, let's bring your left foot. You're going to bend that in and stretch your right leg out to the side. We're going to bring your right hand on your right leg, and let's reach that left arm overhead. Big side stretch. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale. You're going to come up. Now, a couple options here. You're going to take your left hand outside your hip. You might just reach your right arm to the sky. If you want, you can do this with a bent leg or a straight leg and lift your hips up and stretch. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to gently come down. We'll stretch that right leg out and left leg out, and then we're going to bring your right foot in. We're going to come grab hold of the left leg with the left hand, right arm overhead. Big, big side stretch. Just notice how your body's opening up. It's really humid in here, and so hopefully your body feels nice and warm and stretched out. 2 and 1. Let's inhale. We're going to come up. You can, again, bring your right hand down. Maybe that left arm's up. Maybe you're going to bend your left knee and lift your hips up. 2, so listen what feels good. 2 and 1. We're going to come back down. Let's bring both legs out wide to the side and then maybe folding forward. How does your body feel? You can even walk your hands. How's the mat? It's good. And I'll have you try the other ones while you're here and we can see what you like. So if anybody ever needs a yoga mat, let me know. I'm happy to get you one. I'll pass along my discount. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to slowly lift all the way up. We're going to come grab behind the knees, and we're going to bring your knees together. We're going to take one twist from here, and we'll come onto the ground. So let's grab around the knees. We're going to turn and twist your chest to the right. 2 and 1. We're going to gently unwind, and we'll turn and twist the other direction. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently release and unwind. Beautiful. Let's come make our way onto our backs. So my suggestion is kind of sinking your hips towards your heels and then just gently rolling your one vertebra at a time. And we'll press your elbows out to the side. Beautiful. Let's come give your knees a squeeze into your chest and rock from side to side. Beautiful. We're going to come bring your hands onto the knees. We'll lift your knees over your hips. So you're on your sacrum, and let's do a few sacrum circles from here. So a few circles in one direction. Beautiful. 2 and 1, and we're going to go the other direction. 3, 2, and 1, and we're going to gently bring your feet on the ground. Readjust your body, get your back nice and steady. And we are going to do a little bit of core work, just a little teeny bit of core work, one core exercise. And so do the best that you can here. What I'd like for you to do is draw your belly way toward your spine, pressing your lower back into the ground and the lower ribs. We're going to lift your feet off the ground so the knees are over the hips. And what you're going to do from here is you're going to inhale, extend your right leg out, reach your left arm alongside your head. And then we're going to exhale, come down. So you're doing like a reverse mountain climber. So left leg stretching, right arm overhead. And then we're going to come back. So right leg extends, left arm overhead and back. Left leg, right arm. And if you're going a little bit faster, great. Just make sure you're really pressing through that lower back and rib cage as you're engaging the core and using the core to help move the body. This is so great to let your body move in this way. And this is really gentle from doing it from your back. So you're no stress on the shoulder or the hip joints or the knees while you're here. So just enjoying this, feeling that core really work and activate. Let's take 4 more on each side. 4, 4, 3, 3. Maybe you're doing a little bit faster than me. That's fine. 2, 2. Last set. 1 and 1. Beautiful. We're going to bring your feet together, knees apart. Bring your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Rest for a moment. Great work. Thank your core for doing that for you. So important to work that core just a little bit. You don't have to overdo it. Give it a little bit of attention. 2 and 1. If you need to continue to rest here, please let your body rest right where it is. If you want, you can also start to lift your knees up. We're going to bring your feet on the ground and we're going to reach your arms overhead. Big stretch in that upper back. We're going to take a rolling bridge here. So I want you to press through the feet, start to tuck the tailbone towards the knees. You're going to lift your hips up and then let your arms come alongside your body, maybe reaching for your heels or starting to grab onto the sides of the mat to help roll those shoulder blades underneath you. And then pressing through the back of the head, feeling your chin move away from your chest. Feel the glutes squeeze, feeling the thighs stretch. 2 and 1. Let's gently lower down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Let your body soften and rest for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, letting go. Let's try that exactly like that again if that felt good. So we're going to reach your arms overhead, stretching. You're going to tuck your tailbone toward your knees, squeezing like you have to hold, go to the bathroom. 1 and 2, lifting those hips up and then letting the arms come alongside the body. Maybe reaching for your heels. Maybe you're even going to slide your fingertips underneath your heels. Letting the shoulders roll underneath you a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's slowly, slowly lower back down. Beautiful. We're going to take one more back bend of your choice. You can do what we just did. You can do something else. Maybe you're going to take a rest. If you want to, I'm going to take an extended back wheel pose if that's something that's available to you. If you'd like to try that, you can reach your arms up to the sky, press to the back of the head and feel your shoulder blades squeeze together behind your back. Hands are going to go under the shoulders. I personally like to bring my feet out a little bit wider and pigeon toe my feet, knock my knees together, tuck your tailbone, lift your hips up, and then maybe press and lift the hands up and the chest up. Big stretch, taking your back bend. Maybe you're in a bridge pose. Maybe you're coming onto those tippy toes again. What does your body need to do? And maybe it's resting, and that's perfect too. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your chin to your chest and lowering all the way down as you're ready. Beautiful. Let's come give your knees a little squeeze into the chest. Rocking from side to side. Doing such a great job. All right, so let's take a twist from here. We're going to keep your right knee squeezed in. Let's stretch your left leg out on the ground. We're going to start by reaching your right leg to the sky. If that feels good, it's fine if the knee's bent. Maybe grabbing somewhere on the leg and lifting your head up, touching your nose towards your knee, and then you're going to lower your head down. We're going to bend the right knee and now bring that right leg over to the left. Feel your right hip lift away from the ground. See if you can try to keep your right shoulder on the ground. So maybe the arm is better to do that straight, or maybe it's better if the elbow's bent. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to unwind, extending that right leg out. Let's reach your arms overhead. Big stretch through your body. Exhale. We're going to come squeeze the knees back towards the chest. Beautiful. Let's keep that left knee squeezed in. You'll stretch your right leg out from here. Now, if you want, you can lift your left leg up. Maybe grab onto the leg. Maybe try to bring your nose towards your knee. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your head down. Let's bend that left knee again. Left knee over to the right this time. Trying to keep that left shoulder on the ground if you can. You might have to play or explore with bending the elbow and straightening it. And just keep breathing. And feeling your body soften. Feeling your body release and let go. Keep tuning in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently unwind. Let's stretch your leg out. Reach your arms overhead. Big stretch. Beautiful. Once again, we're going to squeeze those knees into the chest. All right, so from here, you have a couple options. One option is to extend your legs straight up to the sky. I know some of you have blocks. You might want to slide a block underneath your hips or sacrum. If you would like to, you can also bring your feet over your head for plow pose and maybe bring your hands on your lower back. Make sure you are not bringing your neck into the ground. You're pressing through the back of the head. If you want to extend your legs towards the ceiling for shoulder stand, feel free to do that. And if you're not doing any of those things, let your body rest. Maybe you're coming back to the feet together and knees apart like you were earlier on your back. Maybe you're laying on your belly right now. Listen what feels good for you and know that whatever you're doing, it's okay. You can point and flex your feet if your feet are lifted, maybe doing some circles. Let's hold here a little bit longer if you want to move your legs around, lower one leg down or the other leg down. You can also bring your legs apart. Explore. Let it feel good. There's no right or wrong. We have to listen within. What do we need? 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you want to stay lifted, stay lifted. If you're ready to bring your feet back over your head, bring your feet over your head. Maybe squeeze your knees around your ears or towards your forehead. Notice how that all feels. We're going to slowly lowering down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Let's slide your hands when you arrive there underneath your back. Extending the legs out. We'll slide your elbows underneath you. Let your head and neck fall back. Take it a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Again, inhaling. And exhale. One more deep breath. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's gently release your body. We're going to squeeze your knees into your chest one more time. And I want you to start to squeeze all the muscles in your body. So squeeze your eyes shut, squeeze your face shut, squeeze your jaw shut. Squeeze everything in. Squeeze. Exhale everything out of your body. And then inhaling. And let your body release and come into your final resting position. So if you need to maybe bring your legs up the wall or do something different, you can always lay on your back, lay on your belly, find a comfortable seat. But just taking a really big, deep breath in and allowing your body to shift to get a little bit more comfortable. And knowing that this is your time. There's no place to go. There's nothing to do. Just be here and breathe. So allowing your body to shift to get about 5 to 10% more comfortable. So if you need to move your hands a little bit, maybe rotate your shoulders, turn your head a little bit. Just listening, what does your body need you to do right here, right now? And then taking a moment to notice your ankle joints. Noticing your knee joints. Noticing the hip joint. Bringing the awareness up to the shoulder joint. Your neck joint. Your jaw. Inviting all of the joints in the body to release their hold, finding space. And as you're here, welcoming a state of feeling at ease, steady, content. And as one master says, can you invite a smile to come on your face, to remain cheerful as it prevents the mind from distractions. Allow yourself to experience the state of steadiness in the body. When the body takes this form, the mind quiets. And when we work on the mind, it doesn't let in the distractions. Welcome the sense of steadiness within. And as we look at the steadiness within, we begin to live within. Awareness of time in the present moment just happens. We're aware of the present moment and all the layers, allowing ourselves to feel this deep sense of connection within, a sense of oneness or unity, or yoking, what yoga means, the sense of connection to everything, the body, the mind, the breath, the energy, finding the sense of harmony within. Knowing there's space outside the body. We recognize the body and the breath, the mind, and a natural movement of the breath. Noticing you're still hearing me speak, but you're allowing yourself to be within you. When we move from the outside to the inside, we connect with stillness, with calmness, with quietness. And if your mind needs to have a direction and focus right now, follow the breath, noticing the inhale and the exhale. Coming within, being within, living within, resting within. So as we take this time out, we get quiet, knowing that this doing nothing so much is unfolding within ourselves. We get to reflect, we get to rest. And a beautiful quote from Desmond Tutu: "Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the whole world." So doing these little bits of practice, this little bit of time and space that we take out for ourselves to connect within, is that little bit of good. And when we do these little bit of good that resonate with our body, with our mind, what else can happen? Perhaps as you're here, either dropping your mind into your heart or physically bringing your hands to the center of your chest. Just doing a little thank you to you. Thanking your body, your breath, this time you've taken out for you, this deep connection within you. You are a gift. If you feel ready to begin to move, you can slowly start to wiggle and move a little bit, reaching and stretching as you're ready. If you're still resting, please let yourself stay there. And I want to thank you all so much for allowing me to guide you today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day and look forward to seeing you again soon. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.